Hello, good evening. Thank you very much for joining us. And why is that so far up in the air? I'll just move it to there for now. Yeah, hello, welcome along. Thank you for joining us. Whether it's evening, morning, whenever it might be that you're watching. Thank you very much. It is Saturday, the 4th of February. Hope you're all well. I've kind of got this slightly wrong in my timings. I've got a slight lozenge. Picked up a sore throat in the last 24 hours. But it's fine. I'm all good. So yeah, I thought I might have gone by now to help my sore throat, but it's still there. But never mind. We'll get started. It's Saturday, so a very very short intro. So we've got just under a minute to go before we get this underway. Usual things you'd find on a Saturday. We've got some things for your breaks, 50 questions. No, try that again. Oh, that went down the wrong way. Usual things you'd find for a Saturday. What else was I going to say? Oh, and I'm also going to start to share with you guys, our hardcore Saturday night audience, or whenever you're watching this. I'm going to share with you some of the things that we've got planned for the upcoming third anniversary. Just under 2 months to go into our third year anniversary. So I'm going to share with you some of the things that I may have planned, and you can get involved in as well, which is going to be really cool. But here we go then. 4, 3, 2, 1. Probably not doof, but there we go. Let's get into it. Let's bring this across. Let's do what we do best, which is quizzing rather than talking random nonsense. Here we go then. It is Saturday the 4th of Feb. Thanks for joining us. Whenever you're watching this, hope you're all well. 50 questions as always. Starting with entertainment, let's kick it off with this. Number 1. In which Jim Carrey film would you find the quote, "In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night"? So in which Jim Carrey film would you find the quote, "In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night"? Great film, that. Number 2, which of these superhero universes has the higher worldwide total movie gross? Is it the DC universe or is it Marvel? So which of these superhero universes has the higher worldwide total movie gross? Is it DC or Marvel? Number 3, in which animated movie would you find the villain of Jafar? So in which animated movie would you find the villain Jafar? Number 4, Adam Levine is the lead singer with which group? So Adam Levine is the lead singer with which group? Number 5, Dudley Moore in 1981 and then Russell Brand in 2011. What was the name of the movie and also title character played by both? So Dudley Moore in 1981 and Russell Brand in 2011. What was the name of the movie and also title character played by both? Number 6, what kind of Harry did Clint Eastwood play according to the title of the 1972 film? So what kind of Harry did Clint Eastwood play according to the title of the 1972 film? And number 7, in which film did Bill Murray play the character of news reporter Phil Connors? In which film did Bill Murray play the character of news reporter Phil Connors? I was going to make a joke around this one when I give the answers out, but I decided against it. If you know what the answer is, you'll know where I was going to go with the joke. But so, question 7, in which film did Bill Murray play the character of news reporter Phil Connors? Number 8, which colour gave Coldplay a top 5 hit in the 2000? So which colour gave Coldplay a top 5 hit in 2000? At number 9, Sarah Lancashire plays the character of Catherine Kaywood in which drama series? So Sarah Lancashire plays the character of Catherine Kaywood in which drama series? And finally, for entertainment, number 10, which singer joined Lady Gaga on her hit Telephone? So which singer joined Lady Gaga on her hit Telephone? I'll be right back. Still it. Sorry, that lozenge thing was annoying me. Right, round 2 is a bit about tourist spots, so things that people go and see in other countries. Yeah, basically that. Let's start with this one. Number 1. Now, Christ the King statue can be found in which country? So Christ the King statue can be found in which country? This is also the largest statue of Jesus Christ in the world. Number 2, the largest surviving hedge maze can be found in the grounds of which palace? The largest surviving hedge maze can be found in the grounds of which palace? Number 3, the Stonehenge of the North. It was in the news this week. Thornborough Henges can be found in which English county? I didn't even know this was a thing until I read about it in the news this week. But the Stonehenge of the North, the Thornborough Henges, can be found in which English county? Number 4, and which UK county can Stonehenge be found? So in which UK county can Stonehenge be found? Number 5, Tibidabo, which is a hill at its highest point, reaches 1,680 foot, overlooks which Spanish city? So Tibidabo, that I think is swiftly becoming my new favourite word. I just like the way it sounds. Tibidabo. Tibidabo, a hill at its highest point, reaches 1,680 foot. It overlooks which Spanish city? I've probably also pronounced it wrong, but I like the way it sounds. Tibidabo. Tibidabo. Number 6, which of these is not on Mount Rushmore? Is it Washington, Lincoln, Adams, or Roosevelt? So which of these is not on Mount Rushmore? Is it Washington, Lincoln, Adams, or Roosevelt? Does that remind me? Number 7, the top 10 sports venues by capacity is dominated by which sport? Holding 8 of the 10 top 10 spots. So the top 10 sports venues by capacity is dominated by which sport? Holding 8 of the top 10 spots. These are sports venues by capacity, not just arenas, venues. Number 8, the Spanish Steps can be found in which Italian city? So the Spanish Steps can be found in which Italian city? Number 9, the largest casino in the world by square feet can be found in which? Start again. The largest casino in the world by square feet can be found in which state? And that's what, that's what's missing the word. Is it Nevada, New Jersey, or Oklahoma? Put the word state in there. So the largest casino in the world by square feet can be found in which state? Is it Nevada, New Jersey, or Oklahoma? So I've just had an email at the corner of my eye. It's just giving me some guidelines for a world record attempt. Wow, they don't want much. And finally, number 10, the original cabaret venue of Moulin Rouge can be found in which French city? So the original cabaret venue of Moulin Rouge can be found in which French city? I've changed the rules on something. Sorry, yeah, round three blockbusters. Yeah, changed the rules slightly on attempts of things that go on for longer than 24 hours. That's interesting. Anyway, right, blockbusters for you. Just to balance things out this evening. Here we go. Some of you find it easy, some of you find it tricky, so I've tried to go tricky on this one. Question number one: what L is the name of the acid that builds up in the muscles during power exercises? So what L is the name of the acid that builds up in the muscles during power exercises? Number two, which C is the last country to make the euro as its only currency? So which C is the last country to make the euro as its only currency? Number three, what PP was the name of the driver? What PP was the name of the driver of Turbo Terrific in Wacky Races? So what PP was the name of the driver of Turbo Terrific in Wacky Races? Number four, what D has start again? What D has 12 sides? So what D has 12 sides? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Number five, what DC was the last person to hold the post of Conservative Leader of the Opposition? So what DC was the last person to hold the post Conservative Leader of the Opposition? Number six, what T is the living place for arboreal animals? So what T is the living place for arboreal ammon? Of all the words on that sentence, that's the one I trip up on. What T is the living place for arboreal animals? Number seven, what G is a country with a vehicle registration code D? So what G is a country with a vehicle registration code D? Number 8. What H is the what H is the medical term for bad breath? So what H is the medical term for bad breath? Number 9. What F is the name of a flop used in high jump? So what F is the name of a flop used in high jump? And finally, number 10. What C is said to have killed the cat? So what C is said to have killed the cat? There you have it. That's your first 30 questions of this evening. So we're going to take a short break as we always do. But for your first break this evening, I've got 8 books that are going to come on screen for you. All you need to do is put these books in order they were released. Yes. We did something similar a few weeks ago in a pub, and yeah, I was a little bit out with some of them, so I thought try it again here. So yeah, put these books in order they were released, and I will see you that one there. And that doesn't need me on the screen, but it needs that on, and it needs that on, and I will see you in about 7 minutes. Okay, I'm down here in my little corner. Sorry, I was looking at something in the break then. Very intrigued by something. Part of our anniversary celebrations, and interesting something. Anyway, yeah, one of the things that I'm looking to do. So last year, towards the end of last year, we did a Patreon online quiz championship with using the speed quizzing software. So one of the things I'm looking at doing, and I'm still trying to work out the logistics and also find out from speed quizzing how many they can potentially have on a server, because that could be really awkward. But the idea is to do something similar with you guys, yes. So basically, in the run up to the 3rd anniversary, we would set up a quiz on Zoom, which is what we used for the Patreon Quiz Championship. So we would set up the quiz on Zoom, and then basically we'd invite you all, everybody, to do a speed quizzing quiz. Now I'm just waiting to find out from speed quizzing as to how many people they can have on the online platform, because it would be really awkward if we had a couple of thousand people turn up and it didn't work. So I'm just waiting to find out. Might have to do it in sort of 2 or 3 sessions, get people to sign up, maybe if it's like a maximum of 500. But I was just looking at what the largest because obviously I still hold the record for largest online YouTube live stream quiz, but then someone's created a new record I've just seen on Guinness, and it says largest online quiz. Hello, surely, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, but the participants 7,279. I mean, I get more than that every Thursday still. But yeah, so I don't know. It's another. I'm not going to apply for any records, but if I know that we've beaten something, we'll just apply for it retrospectively. So I'll keep all the data. I've got 3 Guinness World Records in the planning for this year. 2 of them have already got the applications in and have both been accepted. So, but yeah, we'll keep you up to date with those. Anyway, right, back to the quiz. Let's give you the answers to these then. Let's put these in the right order in 3, 2, 1. Hello, we've got a blank screen. Oh, here we go. We're all in the wrong order again. Okay, so working our way up from the top, the first one to be released out of those was Jane Eyre in 1947. David Copperfield came next 3 years later in 1850. The Great Gatsby was 1925. Then 1984 was released in 1949. The Catcher in the Rye at 1951. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was 1979. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was 1997. And The Da Vinci Code in 2003. Why is the button not working? There we go. Right, so last answers. Get your answers scrabbled down for the first 30 questions. Get them written down now. Your time is nearly up. It's going to give you the answers to the first part of the quiz in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Right, let's see how you did with the first part of the quiz then this evening. 30 answers to come, starting with this. Number 1, in which Jim Carrey film would you find the quote, "In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night"? It is The Truman Show. Number 2, which of these superhero universes has the higher worldwide total movie gross, DC or Marvel? It is Marvel. Number 3, in which animated movie would you find the villain of Jafar? It is Aladdin. Number 4, Adam Levine is the lead singer with which group? It's Maroon 5. Number 6, number 5, even Dudley Moore in 1981 and Russell Brand in 2011. What was the name of the movie and also title character played by both? It was Arthur. Number 6, what kind of Harry did Clint Eastwood play according to the title of the 1972 film? It's Dirty Harry. Number 7, in which film did Bill Murray play the character of news reporter Phil Connors? It's Groundhog Day. Number 8, which colour gave Coldplay a top 5 hit in 2000? It was yellow. Yellow. Number 9, Sarah Lancashire plays the character of Catherine Kaywood in which drama series? It's Happy Valley. And number 10, which singer joined Lady Gaga on her hit Telephone? It was Beyonce. Round 2, review tourist spots. Number 1, Christ the King statue can be found in which country? It's Poland. If you put Brazil, you are thinking of Christ the Redeemer. That's the name of the Brazilian statue. Christ the King statue is found in Poland. It's also it's the tallest, according to Guinness World Records, it's the tallest statue of Jesus Christ in the world. Number 2, the largest surviving hedge maze can be found in the grounds of which palace? It's Hampton Court. Number 3, the Stonehenge of the North, Thornborough Henges, can be found in which English county? It's North Yorkshire. Number 4, which UK county can Stonehenge be found? It is Wiltshire. Number 5, Tibidabo, a hill at its highest point, reaches 1,680 foot. Overlooks which Spanish city? It's Barcelona. Number 6, which of these is not on Mount Rushmore? Washington, Lincoln, Adams, or Roosevelt? It's Adams. Number 7, the top 10 sports venues by capacity is dominated by which sport? Holding 8 of the top 10 spots, it is motor racing. Number 8, the Spanish Steps can be found in Rome. Number 9, the largest casino in the world by square feet can be found in which state? It is Oklahoma. Oklahoma has the largest casino in the world by square feet. And finally, number 10, the original cabaret venue of Moulin Rouge can be found in which French city? It's Paris. Blockbusters then, number 1, what L is the name of the acid that builds up in the muscles during power exercises? It is lactic. Number 2, which C is the last country to make the euro as its only currency? It's Croatia. Number 3, what PP was the name of the driver of Turbo Terrific in Wacky Races? It's Peter Perfect. Number 4, what D has 12 sides? It's a dodecagon. Oh, too far. Number 5, what DC was the last person to hold the post Conservative leader of the opposition? It's David Cameron. Because he then sort of won the general election. It was a coalition, but you know what I mean. So yeah, he was the last person who was the leader of the opposition for the Conservative Party. Number 6, what T is the living place for arboreal animals? It's trees. Number 7, what G is a country with the vehicle registration code of D? It is Germany. Number 8, what H is the medical term for bad breath? It's halitosis. Number 9, what F is the name of a flop used in high jump? It is Fosbury. And number 10, what C is said to have killed the cat? It was Curiosity. Okay, tot your scores up. How have you gotten so far? 30 points available on the table for you so far. Remember, if you're playing and you have some magical answer that I've not thought of there, you have to convince the other teams. There's no point asking me. It's pre-recorded tonight, so I can't referee you this evening. So yeah, all you need to do is if you can convince the people that you're playing with, or if you're playing on your own and you're convinced in your own mind you're right, then that's down to you. You'll have to plead your case. Someone did say to me actually the other day that what they do at the end of the quiz, if there are answers that they feel that mine are slightly out and then I've not confirmed them at any point to say, look, sorry, my bad, I was wrong, they actually have a committee at the end of it. So if someone says, I think that this is the right answer, they'll stand up in front of everyone and plead their case, and then the group will then basically pass judgment on it as to whether or not they're right. I just got visions of, like, just this living room of just like someone standing up going, I'm right, and here is why. And they bring sort of like all loads of things and then try and, just to get that 1 point, which might mean they win. Crazy. Anyway, right, let's move straight into it. Connections round then, as always, 9 questions. Question number 10. What links them all together? Now, I'll be honest. I mean, I've had this up my sleeve for a while, and I'm quite looking forward to seeing how many of you can work out the link. Let's do it. Here we go. Number 1. What was the name of the Fleetwood Mac song that became synonymous with Formula One? So what was the name of the Fleetwood Mac song that became synonymous with Formula One? Number 2. What can go in front of Milan or Miami to make the name of football teams? So what can go in front of Milan or Miami to make the name of football teams? Number 3, what is the name of the device used to secure a vessel to... start again. What is the name of the device used to secure a vessel to the bed of a body of water? So what is the name of the device used to secure a vessel to the bed of a body of water? Number 4, if you aren't out, you are what? So if you aren't out, you are what? Number 5, in which Disney film would you find Carl Fredricksen and a house lifted into the sky by balloons? So in which Disney film would you find Carl Fredricksen and a house lifted into the sky by balloons? Number 6, Omega, Tag Heuer and Rolex are famous brands of what? So Omega, Tag Heuer and Rolex are famous brands of what? Number 7, something that was said without preparation is said to be off the what? So something that was said without preparation is said to be off the what? Number 8, someone unusually energetic can be described as what, beginning with the letter H? So someone unusually energetic can be described as what, beginning with the letter H? Number 9, what part of town was Petula Clark heading according to the title of her song? So what part of town was Petula Clark heading according to the title of her song? And as always, question number 10, what links them all together? So what links them all together? Let's finish this off then with general knowledge. 10 random questions for you, starting with this number 1. This is an early example of which type of camera? I had to crop it to get rid of the name. But this is an early example of which type of camera? Number 2, last weekend, which building in New York sparked social media fallout after lighting up in the colours of a rival NFL team to congratulate them on a recent win? I mean, the fallout on Twitter was brilliant. So last weekend, which building in New York sparked social media fallout after lighting up the colours of a rival NFL team to congratulate them on a recent win? Number 3, what does a mixologist mix? So what does a mixologist mix? Number 4, which sport is overseen by the international organisation, the FIBA? So which sport is overseen by the international organisation, the FIBA? Number 5, how many moons have space agencies successfully managed to land on? Is it 1, 2, or 3? So how many moons have space agencies successfully managed to land on? 1, 2, or 3? Number 6, which world record is shorter? Is it the triple jump, the shot put, or the discus? So which world record is shorter? The triple jump, the shot put, or the discus? Number 7, what describes a person who believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence or nature of God? There you go. What describes a person who believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence or nature of God? Number 8, the largest cruise ship in current service is the Wonder of the Seas. But how many passengers is the maximum capacity? Is it 698? Is it 6,988? Or is it 16,988? So the largest cruise ship in current service is the Wonder of the Seas, but how many passengers is the maximum capacity? Is it 698, 6,988, or 16,988? Number 9, in which year did the first electrical advertisements appear at Piccadilly Circus? Was it 1908, 1918, or 1928? So in which year did the first electrical advertisements appear at Piccadilly Circus? 1908, 1918, or 1928? And finally, number 10, Maxima and Willem Alexander are the current queen and king of which nation? So Maxima and Willem Alexander are the current queen and king of which nation? Right, so that is all of your questions for this evening. So another bit of a short break for you to put all this together and see how you end up once I get everything in the right place. I need to turn myself off, that on, that on. So again, for your final break tonight, another sort of load of dingbats that someone sent me. So I'm just sort of chopping these all to pieces. I need to find out where they actually came from because someone sent them loads of them to me and I thought they were quite good, but I need to find out where their source is. But anyway. There's a 9 dingbats coming up. I'll pop them on screen and then I shall be back with you with some answers. See you in a little while. Just move myself up there, and I'm covering over a big clue on that one. Right, we'll give you the answers to these then. Write down your final answers on these. And get yourself sorted. Just in the break there, I was reading all sorts of little bits and pieces, some interesting things I've just picked up for next week, for Thursday's quiz. So I've actually written them down this week instead of like thinking of questions and then completely forgetting them. Anyway, right, let's give you the answers to these in 3, 2, and then the 1. There we go. Right, number 1 was Life Begins at 40. Remember, if you've got a slight variation on these, remember, just argue amongst yourselves. Life Begins at 40 for number 1. Number 2, Clerical Error. Number 3, Born on the 4th of July. Number 4 was Eyeshadow. Number 5, Water or H2O. I'll give you either of those. Number 6, No TV for a Week. Number 7, Missing Link. Number 8, Half Measures. And number 9, Man Overboard. Just realised I hadn't actually... There we go. Just in case you had me on mute and didn't know what that was under number 3. Right, ping that across. Reset myself back down to the... No, that's the timer, you numpty. Grab yourself, bring yourself down there, make it a little bit bigger, and there we go. Right. Okay, get your answer sheets together. Hopefully you did well with those. Get your answer sheets together. Let's get on to the final part of the quiz. And I wonder if Haley's got some Easter eggs ready to launch at the TV for this. Anyway, right, here we go. Connections number 1. What was the name of the Fleetwood Mac song that became synonymous with Formula 1? It was The Chain. Doom. Number 2, what can go in front of Milan or Miami to make the name of football teams? It is Inter. Number 3, what is the name of the device used to secure a vessel to the bed of a body of water? It is anchor. Number 4, if you aren't out, you are in. Simple as that. Number 5, in which Disney film would you find Carl Fredricksen and a house lifted into the sky by balloons? It is Up. Balloons in the sky is probably a bit of a sore subject at the minute. Number 6, Omega, Tag Heuer and Rolex are famous brands of what? It is watch. Number 7, something that was said without preparation is said to be off the cuff. Number 8, someone unusually energetic can be described as what, beginning with H? It is hyper. Number 9, what part of town was Petula Clark heading according to the title of her song? It was down. And number 10, what links them? Link. I've had this up my sleeve for a while. Yeah, quite simply, they are all different types of link. So in would be linked in. Anchor is like a sort of a HTML kind of link. Yeah, hyperlink, uplink, downlink. I can't remember. Go back one. Yeah, uplink, downlink, hyperlink, cufflink, obviously. Watch link, that's what the links are in some watches and stuff, etc. So there we go. Right, general knowledge, let's wrap this up. Number 1, this is an early example of which type of camera. So it's Polaroid camera, or if you've put instant camera, I'll give you that as well. That one one's a Polaroid camera, but instant camera I'll give you as well. Number 2, last weekend, which building in New York sparked social media fallout after lighting up in the colours of a rival NFL team to congratulate them on a recent win? The Empire State Building. So basically they lit up the Empire State Building in the colours of the Philadelphia Eagles, who the week before had absolutely battered the New York Giants in an NFL game. And honestly, Twitter went bonkers for it. It was quite funny. You know, there was other buildings like asking who hurt you. You know, if you can't tweet, just flash your lights twice and we'll rescue you and all sorts. It was quite funny to watch, but a lot of people took it very seriously. Number 3, what does a mixologist mix? It's drinks or cocktails. Number 4, which sport is overseen by the international organisation, the FIBA? It's basketball. Number 5, how many moons have space agencies successfully managed to land on? 2. I didn't say people, I said land on. So obviously our moon, as we know, all the Apollo missions and stuff, and they're going back. They've also managed to land a probe on Saturn as well. There have been other attempts to land on other moons. One certain country failed miserably to land on, I think, one of the moons of Mars, and a few others. But yeah, so there have been 2 successful, one by NASA, which was the our moon, and then the Saturn moon was by a probe by the European Space Agency. There you go. Number 6, which world record is shorter? It's the triple jump. Only by a couple of meters, but yeah, triple jump is shorter than the others. Well, discus is above and beyond. I think discus is getting close to like javelin length as well. Number 7, what describes a person who believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence or nature of God? It's agnostic. And I guarantee someone who is watching this right now is coming up with the hot fuzz joke of, I have got a cream for that. If you've never seen the film, that wouldn't make any sense. But number 8, the largest cruise ship in current service is the Wonder of the Seas, but how many passengers is the maximum capacity? It's 6,988. Number 9, in which year did the first electrical advertisements appear at Piccadilly Circus? It was 1908. That's when the first electrical ones, then they went to LED, and then the screens that we've got now. And finally, number 10, Maxima and Willem-Alexander are the current queen and king of which nation? It is Netherlands. Queen Maxima and King Willem-Alexander. Right, tot your scores up. Let us know how you have got on. If you need a tiebreaker, it is this. And talking of cruise ships, the longest cruise ship, it's not necessarily the biggest, but the longest cruise ship in the world is the Harmony of the Seas. But how long in feet is it? So the longest cruise ship in the world is the Harmony of the Seas, but how long in feet is it? Okay, your answer then in 3, 2, 1. Nearest to it gets the point. It is 1,188 feet long. But it can't hold the most amount of people because it hasn't got the capacity. There was a certain word for it, and I can't remember that off the top of my head. Yeah, but it hasn't got the certain capacity. So it might be the longest, but it can't hold the most people. That is it. That is all of your questions and answers for this evening. How have you done? Let me know across social media. I'll pop a post up for you to comment your scores on for whenever you play this. Let us know. And that is it from me. I will be back with you live. I'll be back with you live on Thursday, as always, with another live quiz and another pre-recorded one for next Saturday. So have a good week. Thank you very much for playing. We will see you soon. Look after yourselves. Take care. And as always from me, stay safe.